Hey Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about Cable, issue number 150, and we have the lenticular cover from New Mutants, right? From issue number 87. So that was the first appearance of Cable. So when I picked this up, I was very optimistic about it for the second time. Because when Cable was re-released as the new X-Men thing, the first issue sucked. The second issue sucked. Third issue sucked. Story didn't go anywhere. It was completely boring. But I did get a message on my reviews saying when Legacy comes out, we're getting a new creative team and we're getting a new story direction. So I said, all right, I'm going to hold off on Cable and pick this up when it comes out. Was this book any better? Let's find out. All right, so first things first, when it comes to Cable, we have, let's see, the writer on this was Ed Brisson, and Joe Milan is the actual artist. Now, the artwork was pretty good. I thought maybe at times the characters looked maybe a little weird in the face or skinny or thin lines. Maybe the line work could have been a little bit thicker. But overall, I thought the artwork was pretty good. Cable's in this book, Longshot's in this book. We got an external in this book. So the way when I looked through this book as I read it, I thought it looked good, and I liked the supporting cast in this book. At least in this issue or in this book going forward, there will be a supporting cast, unlike, you know, the first 5 issues or whatever that was released from this before this came out. So first things first is, in this book, we wind up seeing this book take place 13 years ago in New Orleans. And so what happens is Cable is teamed up with Longshot. This is pretty cool. So right away, he's got a partner. And he goes to the morgue, and he winds up checking out this particular death that happened. And he's kind of dumbfounded by the whole thing. And the person that's died is an external by the name of Kendra. Now, when it comes to the externals, these characters are pretty much, they're supposed to be immortal. So whenever they have a fatal wound, they're supposed to live. They're supposed to have a, you know, a healing factor. They don't die, whatever the case may be. And so, again, Cable's like, why is she dead? Like, who killed her? So there's been some suspicion about, you know, who possibly, you know, maybe who could kill her, but they don't know. When Longshot touches her, he has the ability to find out what had happened to her, what her death was. But usually he can't find out anything unless, you know, the person just recently died. So he can't find out everything. He just found out that she put up a good fight. There was a person that she battled. The battle was lengthy, and she wound up losing, and she died, which is crazy. So what happens when they leave the morgue, Cable decides that, hey, I need to get a team with me to investigate what's going on. So throughout the book, we get to see characters that are recruited for part of his team. And the first person that he comes across is Dupe, the character that looks like Slimer from the Ghostbusters. And he recruits him to be in the team. Then he winds up recruiting Shatterstar. So now basically here we got, you know, it's like the New Mutants or X-Force coming back together again. And this has that Legacy feel to it. And this is what makes a Cable book, you know, a more appealing Cable book to readers, because he's got a supporting cast that he can interact with. Not where he's just by himself traveling and just shooting people and that's the end of the story. So what happens now, they go to another external's place and they wind up going and looking out for Selene. And right away, Selene captures them and thinks that they're going to do this fight, that they're going to do this battle. She's another external. And in the midst of this battle, Cable's like, stop, we don't want to fight you. We want to let you know what's going on, that Kendra died and she's dead. And she just sits there and she laughs in Cable's face and goes, Cable, you don't know what you're talking about. It's all lies. You're here to trick me. The externals are immortal. And then you get to see all the externals at the end of the book. And that's how the issue ends. So what did I think about this issue? This is a night and day compared to when Cable was re-released a few months back. This book has characters in it, it has dialogue in it, it's got a nice mix of action in it, it creates this mystery, you know, like we're trying to figure out who killed an external. How can that be? An external doesn't die. It's got a little bit in everything, and this got me really intrigued to read the next issue of Cable, issue number 151. So I think Marvel's on the right track here when it comes to Cable, because now he's got his little group of his team members in here. He's got Longshot, he's got Shatterstar, he's got Dupe, and it looks like he's going to probably maybe get Selene in here to find out what happened with Kandra. And I can't wait to see the Enemy pop up in this as well. So this is a much more appealing read for people, and I hope people give Cable another chance with issue number 150 and they weren't scared away with James Robinson's short, brief run on that particular book. So I gotta give this one probably a 4.25 out of 5 stars. It surprised me, I really enjoyed it, and I had a lot of fun, and it brought back some nostalgic for me. So guys, in the comments below, tell me what you thought of Cable issue number 150. And fans, until that next comic book review, check out comicfrontline.com. Also, you can check out our Discord, where you can chat with the Frontline members 24/7 of the day. And then if you're bored on Tuesday nights, you can watch Frontline live streams right here on YouTube that takes place from 10 p.m. to maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. We're like a nighttime radio show where we talk about the comics top 5, our comics books worth of news, and a whole bunch more, fans. So again, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. Enjoy those comics, everyone, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.